Well, hello there. This is Marianne, and I'm still surviving. And this morning, I want to show you, Janet, about a mango. And I hope you others come along to see too. Anyway, is there an easy way to peel a mango? Well, I am not sure, but I want to talk, as far as I know, here we can get two varieties of mango. One is a smaller one, and it's a yellow one. The skin is yellow, and it's a little bit easier to peel than the bigger one, but we've decided to go with a bigger one because it has the red on it, which indicates more nutrients, we think. So with that, the skin, and I've tried to eat the skin, it's almost impossible. It's a little bit like leather. And because the mango is so full of fiber, it presents a bit of a problem to peel. But it's more like ripping a skin off. And this is not going to do it easy. But what I found, if you go with sort of the way that the skin is put on, don't go against it, it's easier. And I find out sometimes I can almost pull it off. This one is not cooperating because I wanted to show you, but the one I did yesterday really did quite nice. But see, it pulls, and it's pulling. So I'm going to take it around and see if it just won't continue. Okay, I'm going to start again. And like I say, I don't think there is an easy way to peel them. And, well, this one is not pulling. It is allowing me to cut it. But mangoes are so full of fiber, and that's one of their benefits. Plus, it has so many nutrients. Another thing that I want to talk about is it really surprised me to learn that 40% of all people that die of cancer really die of malnutrition. They're not dying of their cancer, they're dying of malnutrition. And I'm going to show you my breakfast, and it's hard to believe, but I eat a breakfast like that, I eat a lunch like that, and yet I can still lose weight. This morning, when I got on the scales, I was a pound lighter. So it really takes something to feed you and whatever else is going on in your body. But I have gained weight, so I'm not too worried about, I'm just a pound lighter than I was yesterday. It's when I maybe am 2 or 3 pounds, then it might be more alarming. Okay. And after you get this peeled, and I think perhaps this isn't as ripe as the one I had yesterday that peels so nicely, or easier than this. There. Another thing about the mango is that it has this big seed in it. So I'm hitting seed. You can't cut down through the middle because you come to that seed. But you can begin to cut it off in sections. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm up against the seed that's in here. Yeah, this one isn't near as ripe because the other one that I had was more yellow inside. But this will, I still think, it is soft. But see, it's coming off now in the long spears. And then, of course, you can cut those up, dice them up or chop them up, or whichever way you want them to be. See, you could take this now and just chop it in pieces this way. But that's the best that I know how. There might be a better way, and if you know a better way, go ahead and share it. Okay, another thing about, I'm going to rinse off my hands. It's quite juicy. Another thing about my breakfast that I didn't mention, in my vegetables, I did have the mushroom. These are the Chinese mushrooms. They're called the black fungus. And this comes in a box like this, and then there's the individual package that I showed you the other day. But on the box, there is some English that you can read. It tells where the product comes from some mountains, and that it is equivalent to our organic, but they don't call it that. They have another name for it. Free from additives and impurities. Okay, then you're to soak it, and after you soak it, this little box, this is just a little bit left out of it. I've had it for several meals, and it was in those vegetables that I ate this morning along with garlic. Okay, the black fungus is delicious and refreshing. It is. I enjoy eating it. It can be served in various ways, like steaming, simmering, like and stews, stir fries. It doesn't say stir fries, but that's how I sort of use it. And it's widely used both in Chinese and Western dishes. Black fungus contains different amino acids, trace minerals, polysaccharides. I think this is cute the way they put it. Owns many proteins, has many proteins in it. Iron, crude fiber, calcium, lots of vitamins, mineral salts, and I'm not sure I'll say this, phospholipids, etc. All of them are necessary nutrients that the human body needs. And it is known as the meat dish in vegetables. So they call it in the meat dish in the vegetable realm. And you know, if you were a vegetarian or a vegan, it'd be good for you to get some of this. It's the black fungus mushroom that grows in China. I don't know if it grows here, but that's where I got mine from, was from China. And that I use in my vegetables. And I do like it with the garlic with it, the olive oil, and the vegetables. Okay, that's one of the things, but back to the 40% of people that die of malnutrition instead of the cancer that they have. That's one of the reasons I'm really not interested in just having like eating only a certain food. Like some only eat grapes, or only eat mangoes, or only eat this, or only on a keto diet. A keto diet now is quite popular in cancer treatment, but I'm really not interested because there's so many nutrients that I don't want to miss them, and so I'm eating the full spectrum. I'm just not eating any processed foods or sugars. And I do get sugars out of the fruit. So I am not eating the fruit anymore, just separately. I'm eating it with my meal. I'm putting cinnamon on it to help slow down its glycemic load, and that it will take longer to digest and turn into sugar than if I just eat it straight without the cinnamon. So that's what I've been doing, and I hope, Janet, that this helped a little bit. And make sure your mangoes are nice and ripe. I think they peel better. I really wanted to show you because most of them, it's like tearing it off. It just comes off like a fabric. And so there you have it, and we'll see you again. Oh, thank you, new subscribers. I appreciate my breakfast. It's a fresh salad with tomatoes out of the garden, red peppers, string beans snapped out of the garden, and some onion, lettuce. I don't know if I said that. Over here is my mango, blueberries, raspberries with a dusting of cinnamon on it. On top of the salad is salmon, and it has a sauce with basil in it. And then I have my vegetable, brown rice, what else? Zucchini, beans, onions. I don't know what all is in there. And, well, I do know, yes, and it has some cashews, but that's basically it. So it's vegetables, fresh vegetables, fruit, and the salmon. That's breakfast. Enjoy.